Hey, welcome to the first chapter of our Curve tutorial. My name is Matthias, I am the client manager at Curve Systems, and I will be your host throughout this tutorial. I will show you how record labels, distributors and publishers can import their metadata onto Curve and use the platform to account royalties to their artists. I'll base myself on the example of Limitless Recordings, which is a small drum bass label I used to run during my uni years. If you like drum bass, go check it out. If you don't, then it's probably not for you. Now, the first thing anyone should ever do when onboarding to Curve is to configure your client settings. There are a bunch of customizations you can apply to your Curve client, so let's have a look. To get started, let's go to the settings directory and select the general page. At the top of our page, we'll find multiple different tabs. Let's go through these one by one. The first tab is our overview tab, and here we can complete our company name and address. This may seem like obvious information to us, but it is important to complete these fields, as these will show on our PDF statements and self-bill invoices. Below, we can select our preference for a European date format or a US date format. On the configuration tab, the first thing we should complete is our base currency and its equivalent currency symbol. Then we'll find a number of pre-filled lists which we can adjust to fit our liking. Maybe we don't want to categorize our sales across premium streams and ad-supported streams, but we just want to map them to one general configuration named stream. If so, we can delete these from our configurations and add stream instead. There are a couple of things to consider when setting up your channels and configurations, but for more guidance on this, please visit the best practices chapter in our documentation. Furthermore, in this tab, we can also create catalog groups, payee categories, and contract categories, which will allow us to tag our catalog, payees, or contracts respectively to be part of a certain group. On the third tab, we can customize our statement design. Here we make sure our statements have the right branding and also make sure our artists have all the info they need to know how or when they will get paid. First, an email for statements, make sure our artists know who to reach out to when they have questions. But even better, we can already provide the answer to frequently asked questions in the statement custom text. Here we could specify what the minimum payout is, when they will get paid, who they should send invoices to, or provide the answer to any other questions they may have. Also, tax info, such as completing your VAT or tax number, may be required. As a statement design, we can select either a standard design, which keeps the PDF statement and statement of account separate, or we can select a combined statement, which combines the before mentioned statement types into one. For more information and some examples on how these statement design options look like, please visit our settings chapter in the documentation. And furthermore, on the top right, you can also upload your logo, which will brand the statements with your logo design. You can upload your logo in JPEG or PNG format. Just make sure it's no more than 500 by 500 pixels wide. Then we have an integration tab, which allows us to integrate with any distributors or delivery platforms. An integration like this could automatically populate the metadata of our catalog on Curve with each new release we have. For more information on how to create an integration like this, please reach out to your Curve client manager, who will be happy to help you further. Every time we invite an artist to their artist portal or announce a new statement is ready, our artists will receive an email from the Curve platform. On the final communication tab, we can customize these emails. We can again provide a support email and add custom texts to our emails to provide some information we know our artists will be looking for. So this was our first Curve tutorial. If you found this helpful, please do check out the other videos in this series. In our next tutorial, we will show you how to set up your payees. Thanks for watching.